So here's what we started with, and here's what we finished the day with. The first thing we had to do was take out the heater, which there's a whole video on that. It's posted right before this one. We had to shut off the coolant, disconnect the heater, empty it out. It was quite the process, and it was messy too. The next thing we had to do was remove the rubber that was on top of the wood, which we discovered there was this hole that was patched up. We're not sure why that was, if it was just an old spot or what, we have no idea. Then on the other side of the bus, went ahead and removed that metal edge right there so we could start pulling up the rubber portion of the floor. There were a ton of screws that had to be removed, which were super old, so we just kept removing screws and sweeping until we were completely finished. And then we were left with this. And there's the first look at what's under that rubber matting. And it's not good. So the majority of the wood that was underneath this rubber mat was rotten and pretty much useless, but it didn't matter really because we were pulling it all up anyway to get down to the metal that was underneath. So we just kept filling up the back of the truck because we were going to be making a trip to the dump later on this afternoon. And this is the last piece of rubber matting to be removed.
Roll up.
Now that all of the rubber matting is out, we swept as best as we could to get all of the debris up and off of the wood. And then we had some visitors.
All right, reaction time.
Reaction time.
Oh,
That's what happens when you
nice
have
and old.
Look at the
two
future home.
YouTuber families
Yeah.
in one
Y'all missed the fun,
content
though.
day.
I see that. Y'all did a lot from that video you sent
Okay,
me.
then.
That was only a little
Huh?
while ago. Rip.
Here you go.
Thanks.
I don't know who got watermelon.
Ty.
Worse than I thought.
Worse?
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect.
So we took a break to eat and catch up Braden and Allison on our progress of the day.
So first we watched a YouTube video.
That's a really nice tripod. We should get that.
I'll
This
link
is
it
a
in my
big burger.
She's right, it really is a nice tripod and it's linked in the description. So we finished eating and it was time to pull up all of that rotten wood and see what was underneath.
Well, here is the first piece of floor.
Floor up. You can kick it up. I get it, I get it. Thank you, sir. That still may be hot. Not this. This is a rubber piece that can probably come up.
Oh wow, where does that go to?
What the heck? I did not even know. I don't even know where I'm bleeding at. That's a good sound.
Look at all that. A mess. This is all the other junk that was in there. And it just keeps on coming. Never ending. Holy cow.
Okay. Oh.
And now it's time to take all of this to the dump, which is about a 15-minute ride from where we live. It is next to a jail in our town, and every time we pass, we always see a ton of alligators. So I made sure that Ty slowed down, hoping we'd get some on film. He's kind of small. Okay, yeah. Oh, there's another one. Emily. They chilling. Yeah, he's so thankful that the dump in our town is open 7 days a week because we really only work on the bus on the weekends. There are different dumpsters depending on the material you have, so we had to visit 2 of them to get rid of everything. The second one was where the metal items go. And once the guys finished that, we headed home. Yes, there's a tunnel in our town. Here's what the bus looks like at the end of the day. You just have to get rid of some of those screws that are still sticking up from the bottom. So now it's time to do some research on rust removal. That will be our next job to tackle. See you next time.